I wish I could just stay in my room, lie in bed, scroll through the reels, and not really do anything, you know? I don't want to get out of my comfort zone. It's quite the effort. It's quite tiring to do that, but you need to be more uncomfortable. You need to get out of your comfort zone. Just being in one place, it kind of leads you to be more stagnant. I just like my own space, and for that reason, I didn't go out enough. I didn't go try enough. I didn't go and challenge myself enough. And the thing about growth and change is that you have to put yourself in situations that you don't want to be. Not the ones that are really harmful for you, but the ones that you don't really feel like doing, like the ones that you haven't really tried. You don't know what to expect from it. So be uncomfortable. Go outside. Hang out with different people. Do different projects. If you really want to care about your health and your body, go to the gym and try to work out. When we're in our 20s, it almost feels wrong to be in the comfort zone all the time. I feel like I know that I'm wasting my time and myself by not doing anything, but at the same time, you're kind of scared to try different things and challenge yourself, because what if you fail? And what if reality kind of reminds you that the world doesn't really go the way that you want it to be? And we're all scared of that. We are. I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared. I'm scared that if I try something and I fail, I'm not gonna have any more motivation to do something like that anymore. The thing about trying things out and getting out of your comfort zone, you're not just in your bed, getting that constant dopamine exposure. Rather, you're actually getting out there, failing, falling down, getting your heart broken many times. That really teaches you about life, I think. If I just stayed in my room, I wouldn't have the motivation to kind of film these things, because like, what am I gonna get from my room? Maybe there are many contents that I could still film. It's not as nice and dynamic as coming out to places like these, being outside, feeling the wind, admiring the views like this. This is way better. So be uncomfortable. We have to be uncomfortable. If we don't, we're not gonna go anywhere. Sometimes you have to do things that makes you feel uncomfortable so that you know what you like and what you don't like. Trying out versus not trying out has a huge difference. It's a different game. You have this experience once, and then you go into this experience again in the future. It's a completely different game. That's why we travel. That's why we go to new places. That's why we learn. And those things we don't really want to do. Naturally, we just don't want to do many things. We don't want to go work out. That thing is like tiring. It hurts your body. It feels counterproductive because you don't really have any strength to do anything. You work out to be more stronger, but you just feel weaker the next day because your body's just sore. What you're not realizing is you're actually getting stronger every day because you're putting in that consistent work. So be more uncomfortable. Visit a website that you're interested in. If you want to do like a socially responsible projects where you want to meet other people to pick up trash of your local community, or you want to go to these like sporting events that helps you run with the strangers or play football or play basketball with them, go out and do those things. You want to be a content creator, but you don't want to film because you don't know what contents that you want to film. How are you going to know what's going to work out or not if you don't make videos? All those valuable experiences and memories actually come from actively putting yourself out there and being uncomfortable. Look back at it in the future, it's probably nothing. You'll be like, oh, I'm so glad that I did that. I'm so glad that I got over the fact that it might cause me slight inconvenience, but the outcomes or the results actually was worth all the pain or suffering that I went through. The funny thing is, when we look back on things, we don't really remember the bad memories. We kind of get this idea, oh yeah, it was a bit tiring, but the memory was worth it. It's always outweighed by the joy and excitement that you got after completing something, after trying something new. That slight feeling of inconvenience or worry that you had at the time, you don't even remember it like that. I remember going to Kenya or Uganda to film some stuff for a Korean television program, and I remember it being so difficult. Like, I had trouble remembering my lines. I felt like I was not doing anything right because I didn't get it in the first take. You know, I stutter sometimes, so I had to memorize every day. I had to organize the places that I had to visit the next day, the following day. But the thing is, when everything was over, I looked back at it and I was like, I'm so glad that I did that. I'm so glad that I went to these places. Even though I had to memorize some lines, I'm so glad that I still made those memories with the person that I went with, and the outcome that it brought after seeing the reactions of my friends and family, of me being on TV. That thing was worth everything. And that comes from being uncomfortable. The only things that remain are the good memories and the lessons that you've learned. As much as I really want to stay in my room, not do anything, and take breaks all day, I try to avoid them. I'll do them when I get older. You know, I'll have plenty of time to do those things when I'm older, probably. When I have my energy and strength at this age, like, I know it's uncomfortable. I know it's not the thing that I really enjoy doing, but I'm going to go out there and meet people. So yeah, I woke up today and I was like, oh man, it's a tough day. I went out with my friends yesterday and we obviously had a good time, had a really good time, came back home a little bit late, and I had a hangover when I woke up. I was in my bed, I didn't want to get out. I looked out my window and the day was good. Look how beautiful the weather is right now. And how can you just stay in bed and miss this opportunity? So yeah, I didn't really allow myself to do that. When I'm young and I still have the energy to do those things, I'm just gonna go for it. Like, I'll just do it. It doesn't really come easy at all. It's not easy to be uncomfortable, but guess what? Time flies. Time flies. It goes by so quick. There's so many things that are there to explore. We're not ever going to experience everything in the world. Just be uncomfortable. It's okay. It's okay to be uncomfortable. To be honest, I'm not really uncomfortable right now because I'm doing the things that I love. But when I was first trying these things, when I was trying to talk in front of the camera and when I was trying to do those edits and observe how people thought of my contents, I was stressed. I was not comfortable at all because it was mentally so tiring. I felt like I was overthinking and creating a habit to talk in front of the camera like it's nothing, like you're talking to your friends. It's so difficult. But the time and the circumstances, the reality doesn't really wait for you to be ready for those things. You know what I mean? You're not really ready to do anything new. You kind of go out there, throw yourself into that situation and see how you react. If you react well, then that's good for you. But if you don't, you just learn from it. You don't know how to talk to people or initiate conversations if you don't practice those things. You don't know how to play sports unless you actually go out there and move your body. Everything when you try it at first is not going to have the greatest outcome that you think it will. So yeah, if you want to do something, have new experiences, try different things, challenge yourself, I think you ultimately have to just learn to be uncomfortable. Learn to embrace that uncomfortableness. One of the best things that we can do is just to adventure. Explore, embrace the inconvenience, just go along with it, find out what you like, find out what you don't like from it, and that's it. So, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.